Hello, medical students. A pleasant day to each and every one of you. Today, we will be discussing the different phases of leadership. Once again, this is your professor, Attorney Alfredo L. Mayol III. So, in this topic class, we will be discussing the roles of a leader in the different phase. So let's begin. First, let us differentiate what is a horizontal leader versus a vertical leader. Okay, so these are two different leadership style or theory. So the field of leadership is still young. Okay, so leadership class, its concept, it's still at its early stage, and scholars are still revising its basic assumptions. Okay, so the definition of leadership class is very broad. There's no specific definition of leadership. Scholars, teachers, professors are still revising. Okay, the definition of leadership is still evolving. Okay, the basic assumptions are still evolving. So the field of leadership is highly fractured into schools of thought. Okay, so leadership has many definitions because it is broad, it is encompassing, with varying levels of empirical support, theoretical grounding, and relevance to real-world problems. Okay, so leadership class, because it's broad, so its application is also being studied. Okay, its application in the global scale, the real world problems. Leadership for physicians is a vertical rather than a horizontal phase. Okay, so when you say vertical class, it's going up, going down. When you say horizontal, okay, it's a straight line. So people move through levels, stages, or phases, okay, with regards to the leadership style for physicians. Okay, it involves different levels, different stages. Okay, first you are a newcomer, a novice, and then you become a there are certain levels until you become a superior. Okay, many career paths exist in medicine. Okay, as all of you will learn later, medicine has many fields. Okay, gynecology, psychiatric medicine, neurologic medicine, and so on and so forth. They follow remarkably similar paths in several important respects, like the focus of work. So if you are a gynecologist, your main focus is the reproductive system. Okay, relationship to peers, like what we discussed before. There are certain obligations. Okay, doctors has obligations to the community, to their colleagues, to their patients, and so on and so forth. And key strategies for effectiveness. Okay, so all doctors has different approach in their treatment regimen, on how they face a problem, on how they treat a patient, and so on and so forth. So in this diagram class, you can see the horizontal development and the vertical development of a leader. Okay? So if we follow these two development direction, it will cause transformation to the leader, to the person. Okay? This is what you call the vertical and horizontal development. So, in the vertical development, there is transformation. In horizontal development, there is transaction. Okay? So, first, let's discuss the horizontal development of a leader. So, this is enabling leaders to do using high-value tools, skills, knowledge, models, and framework. Okay? So, the direction of this development is to do something, okay, which involves the skill, the attitude, and the knowledge of the leader, its capabilities. He is task-oriented. The leader is using his IQ, okay, his professional credibility in order to accomplish something, which is called a transaction. In the other hand, vertical development, enabling leaders to be, okay, to think and skillfully make sense of the world within which they operate, with a focus on personal identity, values, and belief. Okay? So, this is the transformative side of development with regards to leaders. Okay? So, they uses different values and beliefs. The thinking levels are being utilized. Attitude and mindset, the EQ or the emotional quotient, and personal credibility. So, the purpose of which is the growth of the person, of the leader. Okay? So, these are the two differences between vertical and horizontal leadership. Now, let's go to the different phases of a leader. Phase 1 is what you call the team player. Okay, so what is a team player? The first phase of physician leadership is about building personal competence. Okay, so the leader is trying to increase his knowledge, his skill, his attitude by pushing oneself in some combination of research, clinical practice, and teaching. Okay? So, simply said, one emerges from phase 1 as a capable professional because there is experience. Okay? The leader is attempting to increase his experience, increase his knowledge, and then, of course, increase his attitude in order to accomplish a certain task. The physician sets out on his or her career after finishing training and residency. Okay? So, this is the phase 1. So, the physicians or the leader will have to accumulate experience. Okay? Be a team player in order to learn the tricks of the trade. So, what a real team player looks like in a healthy team culture. Okay? So, when you say team player, you involve the different participants in your team. Okay? You work together, exchange ideas, help each other grow, okay, and so on and so forth. Because in this way, personally, as a physician, you will also likewise increase your experience, okay? Increase your knowledge in your field. So, what are the key insights in phase 1? First is, as a physician, I need to develop myself as well as I can, or I will not be credible or respected enough to lead others. Okay? Self-development through experience, increasing your knowledge, increasing your skill is important in phase 1. Develop the insight that the most important problems require collaboration, okay? Working together, working with your teammate. Remember, class, that in a medical team, okay, in a healthcare system, it is composed of different teams, okay? Physicians being the managers, okay? So there are also nurses, allied medical professions like therapists, respiratory therapists, radiotherapists, and so on and so forth. So, you must work together with different stakeholders, okay? Different, in the healthcare team, you should collaborate in order to help the patient. While many mid-functioning teams are really one person carrying the load, the greatest innovations result from those units that truly function collaboratively with many contributors. So like what I said earlier, in a healthcare team, you should work together, okay? The purpose of which is to save the patient. That is the ultimate purpose. You work together as person in a personal level, as a physician, as the manager, as the leader. You increase your knowledge, increase your skill, improve your attitude. Okay? So that's the key insight in phase 1. Okay? You should learn how to be a team player. Next. Phase 2. After phase 1 class, you now move to phase 2, which is team captain. Okay? Because in a healthcare team, you are the leader. So, of course, naturally, all your directives, all your orders should be followed by your subordinates. A second phase is characterized by the attraction of others in proximity to who seek to join the process. Okay? So, because you are the leader class in a healthcare team, naturally, other allied workers like nurses will look up to you. You are seen as a regional leader, sought out for mentoring at a local level. In an academic setting, phase 2 is usually when a person becomes an associate professor. Okay? So, in the academe, when you are the teacher, so if you belong to phase 2, then you are considered an associate professor. Phase 2 is where the emerging leader makes decisions that will guide the rest of his or her career. Okay? So, as team captain, it is incumbent upon you to make decisions, okay, that will serve as a guidepost in your career later. So, it is important to develop a sense of confidence and competence in yourself in this phase. Okay? So, next. In this diagram, you can see the role of a motivational captain. Okay? So, when you say motivational captain, you motivate your members, your teammates. So, how do you do that? First, takes on responsibility. Okay? As a captain, you are responsible of your teammates, of your patients, of the task at hand because you are the leader. So what do you do? First, challenge players. Okay? So in your situation, you demand that the members should do the respective task because you are the leader. Okay? Creates fantasies. Okay? Provide also incentive. If the members has done their job properly, then give simple messages. Encourage the members, encourage the team. Okay? Open communication class is the key because you are in a medical team. It is important to communicate. Keep players secure. Okay? A sense of security is very important. Okay? Your members should feel that they are not intimidated by you so that they can perform properly. That's why building self-esteem for yourself and to the team, to the members, is important in order to motivate them because you are the captain of the ship. Okay? You are the leader. You are the leader in the healthcare team because you are the physician. The allied medical workers will just follow your lead. Okay? So what are the key insights in this phase 2? Mentoring is reciprocal. Okay? So while you mentor your subordinate, at the same time, you learn from them, especially when you are a new physician, a new doctor, and the nurses are veterans, okay? Senior nurses. So mentoring is reciprocal. It is a two-way street. You mentor them because you are the leader. At the same time, you listen to them, listen from their experience because they are seniors. Okay, they have much knowledge compared to you, even though if you are the leader. Next, with others working with me, leveraging all our talents, we can reach for national or international goals. Okay, collaboration, working together in order to achieve certain goals, certain tasks. Okay, accomplish the goals at hand. Next, what got me to this point is not what will take me to the next level. Okay? Because, of course, you are the team captain. It is a collective effort class. Okay? Collaboration is the key. Because you work in a team. You work in a group. Okay? It is important to not seem overwhelmed around others. So, confidence is important as well as competence. Okay, so what's the difference? When you say confidence, it is based on your self-esteem. You believe in yourself. On the other hand, when you say competence, it is based on your skill, that you know what to do. You have all the knowledge in performing a task. Okay? So, I need to handle my own issues and not dump on others. Okay? Because you are the team captain, it is incumbent upon you to lead, settle your own issue, learn the trick of the trade, okay? Study, do research, collaborate with your members, and at the same time, listen to them because they look up to you because you are the leader. Okay? Now, let's go to another phase, which is phase 3. Coach. What is or who is a coach? The work that you have done begins to bring national and international recognition, and the full effect becomes primary. So at this phase, you now become a mentor. Okay? You now become a coach. People now will seek you out for help, especially junior physicians. Okay? If you become a senior physician, you have already gained experience through a team, as a team player, as a team captain. Now, you share your knowledge as a senior practitioner. So now you become a coach. So in this diagram, you can see 6 essential principles of leadership coaching. Okay, from the Center for Creative Leadership. First is create. Okay, create. How do you create? Create a safe, supportive, and challenging environment. Of course, you are the leader. So you create the scenario. You create the environment. However, in creating such environment, make sure that said environment is safe. Okay, there is room for growth. Okay, even though if it is challenging, the environment, the members or your senior partners will grow. Okay. Second, try. Try to work within the coach's agenda. Okay. Work because you are now the coach. So, you should study also the capabilities of the members of your junior physicians or other allied medical members. Okay. Should work within their experience, work within their capability, try to help them improve. Okay? Third is facilitate and collaborate. Very important because working together will make the job faster and easier. Fourth is advocate self-awareness. Okay? As a leader, it is incumbent upon you to help your juniors or the other member of the healthcare team. So as an advocator of self-awareness, help them to reach their goal or increase their self-esteem. Fifth is promote learning from experience. Okay? Because you are now the coach, of course, you are full of experience. So, share your experience to your juniors. Lastly is be a role model. Okay? Model what you coach. Okay? So, practice what you preach. Because as a coach, your juniors will idolize you. Okay? Will try to emulate you. Be a good role model to your juniors and to the other healthcare team. Now, what are the key insights in phase 3? First, how I work is now much more important than what I do. Of course, you are now the coach, so all eyes are on you. So how you work is very important. Your the way you act, okay, your integrity. Remember, class, our discussion with regards to the professional ethics, okay, on how a physician must act in consonance with the professional responsibilities for physicians. So, it is important to comply all the requirements in that discussion, okay, with regards to ethics. Next is my time is best spent empowering others, as my impact is now measured by what others do. Okay? Because you are the leader, you are the coach, then it is important to empower others, because your leadership will be measured by how your members perform, okay? By how other people see your members. So that's why you help your members grow also. Anything that happens here that is good is their doing, as a general rule, okay? Don't take credit. Anything that happens here that is bad is my responsibility, okay? Like what we discussed earlier, you should take responsibility, okay? So as a rule, if it is good, then give credit to where credit is due. If it is bad, then take it as a challenge, okay? Golf course diplomacy. So working out problems and deepening relationships in a context unrelated to work issues is a key tool for getting things done. Okay? So, work with your team. Okay? Try to solve the problem. Okay? Even though some problems are unrelated to work. Okay? Because there are issues, class, that would affect how you perform, even though those issues are not work related. So as a leader, be holistic, okay? Approach the problem in its entirety. Okay? So that ends my discussion. Thank you for listening, class. But before I end my lecture, I want to state that the pictures and lectures in this presentation are not mine. Okay, credit to the owner. I'm using these slides for purely discussion purposes. So if you have questions, just message me anytime. Okay? So thank you, class. God bless you all. Bye.